Kinematics is the study of motion. So let's talk about motion along a straight line. So for example, let's talk about position of an object. So the position is relative to a reference point. So for example, let's say we have an object at x equals positive 2 centimeters. So if we look at x and y coordinate system, we have this position as our origin, which is 0, 0. And say this is 1, 2, and 1 and 2. So this is our x direction, say this in centimeters, and this is y and in centimeters. So our x equals 2 centimeter position would be here, but that is with reference to our origin. So if we talk about a change of position, let's say from one position, so let's say x1 to x2 position is called displacement. And this is the shortest distance between the 2 points. So for an example, let's say we have a fly. So a fly moves from, say, x equals 2 centimeters to x equals negative 3 centimeters. So if we were to find the displacement, we are going to write it as delta x, or the change in x, and this is going to be final position minus the initial position. So that would be x2 minus x1. So in this example, x1 would be 2 centimeters and x2 will be negative 3 centimeters. So let's do x2 minus x1. So x2 is negative 3, and then we have minus, and then we have x1, which is plus 2 centimeters. So that is 2 centimeters. So we have negative 5 centimeters as our displacement. So you see that we have a number and we have a sign, which is negative. So displacement has two features. One is the magnitude, this is how big the number is, so this is 5 centimeters. And the other feature is the direction. So in this case, we have negative and it could be positive as well depending on the question. So it's always negative or positive, or it's kind of arbitrary on how you define positive and negative. And this is if the motion is along a single axis. Meaning if it's x-axis or y-axis or z-axis. And then in 2D questions, that this direction can also be mentioned as an angle.